they were finding cups of blood on the beach, and basically the police is like, oh yeah, they just doing sacrifices or witchcraft or whatever. Move along. Like, what the hell? This is what we, like you said, this is the city. Like you go to these rivers, they be chopped off goat heads. And then I'm sorry, but they literally interviewed the witch warlock. Yeah. Well, yeah, you use and then he was like, you use a male goat for this reason, and a female goat for this. And I'm watching the news like, bro, this is crazy. But he don't get a strike. Right. Yeah.
Whatever happened to goddamn animal?
Alright, Shalom Akim. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakak Kodash, for allowing me to do another lesson. Yahweh is who the world normally calls God. Yahweh Shai is his son, who the world normally calls Jesus Christ, and there's no God beside them. I want to give double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect. And this lesson is going to go into it's basically what the brother Akim was talking about. I came across the brother's video, how they was going into Esau pushing witchcraft out on the news, like, it's not a big deal, and it leads me to the name of this topic, which goes into how this whole world dwelleth in darkness. And this is how we know who's ruling the earth today, right? Because of the wickedness that's being pushed. The scriptures say in Psalms 12 and 8 that the wicked are exalted. See if I can grab it real quick while I'm at the light. It's not. Right? Psalms 12 and 8. The wicked walk on every side when the vilest men are exalted. And what do you have all across the world? Wickedness, right? Mo behavior, transformer behavior, right? That's how we know who's ruling this world. The book of Malachi tells us who the wicked are. The wicked and Esau are one and the same. Esau and death is one and the same. The book of Habakkuk tells us that he is as death, right? So the fact that death is exalted in this world, death is respected, shows who's ruling the earth. So whenever somebody tries to come with their nonsense talking about the wicked, all right, or Esau Edom is done and away with, well, you ask them, if wickedness or Esau Edom is done and away with, what's this mo movement about? The scriptures in Deuteronomy 32 that says that their vine is the vine of Sodom, right? So there's a particular group of people that push mo behavior. They push all manner of wickedness. The scriptures say in the book of Sirach 10, right, that as the judge of the people are, so are the people themselves. So if the judge is pushing wickedness, as he's wicked, right, the people are going to do the same because, that's what's allowed. Righteousness is not allowed, right? That you go into court and, let you go into court because you go to court because you put a mo to death. They're going to throw the book at you, man, right? This world respects death. This world respects death. And, something came to me the other day to where, here it is, right? You have, let's say you have a loved one, right, that lives, I don't know, California, Georgia, wherever, South Dakota, right? And they barely make time, or y'all barely make time to see each other because you got work, you got your kids or whatever, you don't have the money. But let one of y'all die, or let a loved one in the family die. People coming from all over, to pay their respects, so to speak. So here it is. You respected them. If it makes sense what I'm trying to say, here it is. You now find time, to mourn and take off work and do what you got to do to come to their funeral. But you never cared to give them a call while they was living. You never cared to take time out to come and see them while they was living. Another example. You may have a loved one. You know, I actually experienced that. Here it is, you got a loved one who died from lung cancer, and you're heartbroken, you know what I'm saying? But lo and behold, you smoking cigarettes. You smoking death. Right? So this world respects death. Right? And this is why Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Kawashai, Shalak, Rayam, Al Aratizah, you know? Or to the wicked, really. I forgot you say wicked. You know? What I said was make haste to destroy the wicked. You know? Make haste, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, to destroy this wicked place, man. Because this place gotta fucking go, man. You know? This place gotta fucking go. And hey, Lord willing, next year be the year where all hell breaks loose upon this place. You know, because it must needs be so. People must fear the name Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. You know, and at the end of the day, you see most don't understand, which if they read the scriptures, because that's why the scriptures say, blessed is he that readeth, they would see that the Lord, at the end of the day, the right hand is going to come out victorious. You know, I was looking up scriptures about, you know, how the Lord right hand, and when you go, like, for example, Exodus 15, right? Exodus 15 is the Song of Moses. The Song of Moses constitutes, or came about after the Lord brought us out of the hand of the ancient Egyptians, right? And according to Exodus 15 and say, Exodus 15 and 5. 15 and 4. Pharaoh's chariots and his hosts have he cast into the sea. His chosen captains also are drowned in the Red Sea. The depths have covered them. They sank in the bottom as a stone. Thy right hand, O Yahweh, is become glorious in power. Right? Now, prior to Pharaoh being taken down, it was the left versus the right. Pharaoh's magic versus the Most High's power that he showed through Moses. But at the end of the day, he says, thy right hand is become glorious in power. Right? So one overtook the other. You know? Thy right hand, O Yahweh, have dashed in pieces the enemy. And in the greatness of thine excellency, thou hast overthrown them that rose up against thee. Thou sendest forth thy wrath, which consumeth them as stubble. Right? So the right hand is going to be victorious. There's another one in Isaiah. I can't remember. It speaks about sharp threshing instrument. Where's that at? Isaiah 40. Let me see. I think that's where that was, sharp threshing. Isaiah 41 and 10. Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Right? Because again, you know, according to the flesh, you will fear because the wicked, you know, got one up. You know, he's got the power, he's got the say so, he's got the mouth. The wicked, all right, which the scriptures say the wicked rule the earth. So the wicked, they have the riches, you know what I'm saying, and people respect the rich. The people respect the rich. Be not dismayed, for I am thy power. I will strengthen thee. Yet I will help thee. Yet I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. And the right hand is Yahweh Shai, right? And who's on the right hand of Yahweh Shai? The elect. Behold, all they that were incensed against thee shall be ashamed and confounded. They shall be as nothing, and they that strive with thee shall perish. What does it say in Wisdom of Solomon 5? Right? That we shall stand in great boldness against the face of all those that have afflicted us. Right? Because we're going to get the spiritual powers. We're going to be delivered. Right? That's why we can't fret when these things happen. Because we understand what's going to happen at the end of the day. Right? The scriptures say, only with thine eyes shall thou see the reward of the wicked. Right? And what's the reward of the wicked? Fire and brimstone. Thou shalt seek them and shall not find them. Even them that contended with thee, they that war against thee, shall be as nothing and as a thing of naught. It says in Isaiah 59 that the Lord stood up for us. I'm gonna grab that after this actually. Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel. I will help thee, saith Yahweh, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument, having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small, and shall make the hills as chaffs. You know? So the Most High is going to give us the power. He's going to turn and do right by us. You know? Starting with his knowledge. You know? His knowledge is overcoming his the wickedness of this world. Right? The scriptures say that the foolishness of the Most High is wiser than men. Right? It says, Isaiah 59 and 14. 59 and 11. We war all like bears and mourn sore like doves. We look for judgment, but there is none, for salvation, but it is far off from us. For our transgressions are multiplied before thee, and our sins testify against us. Right? Which is why we are in captivity, for our iniquities. For our transgressions are with us, and for our iniquities we know them. And transgressing and lying against Yahweh, and departing away from our power, speaking oppression and revolt, conceiving and uttering from the heart words of falsehood. And judgment is turned away backward, and justice standeth afar off. For truth is fallen in the streets, and equity cannot enter. Right? And again, you know, that's because also, you know, because we went off, of course, the Most High put us in under the hands of lawless enemies. And under these lawless enemies, they don't allow righteousness to stand. You know, they throw the book at righteousness, so to speak, and equity cannot enter. You know, here it is, everybody gets a platform but the Israelites, and I'm talking about on a worldwide stage. You know, it says, yeah, truth faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey, and Yahweh saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment. And he saw that there was no man, and wondered that there was no intercessor. Therefore his arm brought salvation unto him, and his righteousness it sustained him. For he put on righteousness as a breastplate, and an helmet of salvation upon his head. And he put on the garments of vengeance for clothing, and was clad with zeal as a cloak. According to their deeds, according he will repay fury to his adversaries. Right? And when you go into Wisdom of Solomon, the 17th chapter, the scriptures speak about how darkness overtook the wicked. Darkness overtook those Egyptians, all right, during those 3 days of darkness. You know, what's that in Exodus 10 and 20? There was 3 days of darkness, and Wisdom of Solomon 17 goes into what happened in those 3 days. All right, what's that? Wisdom of Solomon 17. For great are thy judgments and cannot be expressed. Therefore unnurtured souls have erred. For when unrighteous men thought to oppress the holy nation, they being shut up in their houses, the prisoners of darkness, and fettered with the bonds of a long night, lay there exiled from the eternal providence. For while they supposed to lie hidden in their secret sins, they were scattered under a dark veil of forgetfulness, being horribly astonished and troubled with strange apparitions. For neither might the corner that held them keep them from fear, but noises as of waters falling down sounded about them, and sad visions appeared unto them with heavy countenances. No power of the fire might give them light, neither could the bright flames of the stars endure to lighten that horrible night. Only there appeared unto them a fire kindled itself very dreadful. For being much terrified, they thought the things which they saw to be worse than the sight they saw not. As for the illusions of art magic, they were put down, and their vaunting in wisdom was reproved with disgrace. For they that promised to drive away terrors and troubles from a sick soul were sick themselves of fear, worthy to be laughed at. Right? So the Most High is going to give you all that the Most High is going to make you fear Him. You know, at the end of the day, the Most High is going to make you fear Him to where now, you know, even my brother has sent me some on a WhatsApp going into how Disney, they got some wicked ass let me see if I can find it. Hold up. Yeah, the brother sent me this, man. You see, Disney's pushing their wickedness on kids now. You know? So, hey, the Most High got something for these wicked demons. Yeah, man, that was pretty much it. You know, Lord willing, you Akim will edify. Remember, respect Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Respect life, man. Shalom.